Hey guys, Father Time here. Welcome to Newark Liberty International Airport, Newark, New Jersey. We're at the FedEx ramp in the TFDi MD-11 FedEx colors. Today is April 23rd. I think it's revision 61 on TFDi MD-11, a plane that I was part of the quality assurance team in. I still am, although I'm much less active. They've got it going on there. It's been released, and I was instrumental in getting it to this point, but now it's in better hands than mine. It's really guys that are super technical, not just pilots such as myself. But we are on a flight plan that's supposed to take us down to Newark, to Buenos Aires, Argentina. People often ask me what my favorite layover is. My favorite layover is Connecticut, where I live. I get along the best with the people there, and the food's great, and company's great. But there's two layovers I really miss, and that's London. I just love going to London, and Buenos Aires, Argentina. And anyway, I did this flight many times, traveled all over the world, but those are my two favorite places. People were wonderful, beautiful people down there, and food was great. Cost of living, they had trouble with the peso versus the dollar. It used to be 1-to-1. You go down there, and it was not inexpensive. It was expensive, and by the time I left there, it was 200 pesos to $1. Went through some very hard times financially. I understand they're on the rebound, but people remained cheerful and beautiful, and food and the wine and the city itself was just gorgeous. Anyway, enough about that. Let's go inside, just so we can go outside and fly around a little bit. I've got the Any Builds package here. I do have some static aircraft from flightsim.to. I tried to get the Freaky D package, but I couldn't find it on there. I thought he had a Newark package. But anyway, this is the Any Builds package. These Any Builds packages at Kennedy and Heathrow can really slow it down. I've got a new computer that can handle it. But here we are at the FedEx ramp, as I mentioned. And why don't we go ahead and start up Say Intentions. We'll get that started here. I did an injustice to Beyond ATC the other day. I feel very badly about that. The injustice was that I ran into traffic when I ran Beyond ATC. Hang on just a second. Where did I do with that thing? Where did you go? There you are. You're way over here. I just did an update with Say Intentions. Big update. Don't know what changed, but we'll get going here. Going to take you along for the ride as we get it all set to go here. Going to do a new flight. We'll sign on in just a second. Should be noticing it. I've got an active flight plan. I'll show it to you. There it is, Newark, all the way down to Buenos Aires. Beautiful. 10-hour. What is that? A 10-hour flight? Usually it's about 10 hours. Let me see again what that was. Flight time, 9 hours and 56 minutes. Yeah, man, I miss it. I do miss it. It actually makes me sad just talking about it and flying it, really, honestly. So anyway, here we are. Let's go on inside, fire this thing up, and take off for Buenos Aires. Have a nice steak and a couple glasses of wine. Enjoy the beautiful city. Let's go inside. Cold dark airplane. I'm going to do the Origination Pre-Flight. We'll get it fired up and go. A few levers off, throttle's right, flap levers up, speed brake levers down, radar is off. Dial flap, we can go ahead and set that to 15, even though that's not part of the cockpit, securing the cockpit procedure. Flap levers up, gear handles down, no placards or books around here. Review the logbook electronically and mechanically. We'll turn on the fuel dump, make sure the wiper switches are off, and the dump switch and the manifold are off. With that, we can flip the batteries, cover up, and turn the battery on, turn on the external power.
Autopilot.
Emergency power is on. Turn on the IRUs. We'll get the fire test when that happens. And just take a second, look down, make sure that you got the EAD going. I'm going to turn these CRT lights up here, these 6 CRTs. I'm going to make myself real little. I'm going to get the lighting just right so that as we're talking, you can see. Aircraft, you didn't have to have this bright, but here in the sim, I do notice that it really helps if you get them a little brighter. And then lastly, these right here, those are floods. And if you go to the overhead, these guys are right here. Now, while those IRUs are turned on, you got 10 minutes to get them aligned. You need to have the nav lights on here. Oh, what that was. And before I even align that, let me do the APU fire test. Get this done as fast as we can. There's our lights. All the way up. Fire handles, APU fire handle. Fuel lights right here. EAD. Really good. Okay, let's go back to the overhead. And with that, we can start get the APU cranking here. Okay, let's go to the box. Make sure we get initialized, FMC, flight plan, and IRS. Oh, let me see that. I meant to check something here. They were having trouble with the getting the database. Yeah, still, you'll notice the database is outdated. Today is April 23rd. That's the Navigraph issue, not a TFDi issue. Electronic flight bag, import the flight plan. There we go. FedEx 123 Newark to Buenos Aires. Send the flight plan. No problem there. Set the payload. Doesn't want to do it. Click performance once. Go back to dispatch and send it on over. Sometimes that's how it works. Here's our fuel. You can see we are quite heavy. Very, very heavy. Anyway, get the charge services. We've got the GPUs on. The wheel chocks are in. We can get rid of the parking brakes of the chocks if we park the brakes. Go back to the overhead. APU starts pretty quickly on this thing. There it is. And I'll go ahead and do that. As soon as you start that APU, ground will be looking to take it apart. I'm going to get the GSX started here, guys. I'm just going to get it going with the, we're not going to load the cargo or anything fancy like that. We'll just get it going, prepare for pushback, and we'll let them get everything. AccuFleet's fine. Check database cycle. Yep, can't do anything about that. We've updated it, nothing new. Don't put the alternate in. We are FedEx 123. We get this flight, really get it going here. And our flight level initially is 30. But you can see
Hello,
that
Captain. We are ready for pushback.
We're going to be going on this long flight. Whoa. That's my hyper scroll mouse. You guys get to go along for that journey. What an honor. Yeah. It's really cool. But
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
That's 30 seconds of your life you can't get back. So 30, 33, 31. So 31, 33, 35. So 30, 31, 33. Then you'll get your step climbs in 35. And you could actually put that in and go to sleep and it would work for you. Cost index.
Locking gear.
Yeah, they're going to be ready in second 20. Second economy flight. As I mentioned, go to page 2. Block fuel's all set. Do the miracle of SimHood there, and a reserve plus alternate. You see here, all the way to the top. Reserve is your taxi fuel too. Reserve is 6.9, alternate 6.1, 13, 20.1. 20.1, 20.1 on the reserve plus alternate fuel. And just got to get the zero fuel weight thrown in there. Just bear with me. Zero fuel weight, 416.3, 416.3. I love this airplane, man. I love it. Loved it in real life. Love the TFDi product. Love the developers. They're just awesome dudes. Very forward CG there. Max takeoff gross weight 625. This says 630. We would have to decrease the fuel load a little bit before we did that. So this is 630.6. Is that overweight? Would they plan me for that? 6 made it. This takeoff weight, yeah. So I don't know what's the max ramp weight. So 630.5. We're at 630.6. Okay, so we would have to come down about 100 pounds. No problem. That's interesting, huh? Flight plan. There it is. What is our flight plan? It is 22, Elvay, okay, 22, SID, runway, let's get our clearance. Why don't we do that? Let's do that first, and then we'll do all this other stuff here. Clearance, let's first do the ATIS. If I can stop clicking wildly here.
2. Altimeter 3019er. Density altitude 500 feet. Arriving runways 22 right, 22 left, 11. Departing runway 11. Undetermined drone activity in the vicinity of the airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Tango.
Departing 11.
Newark Liberty
I don't think
International
so.
Airport.
I don't think
Information
so.
Tango. 1751 Zulu. Wind.
And Newark clearance. This is FedEx 123. Information Tango, request clearance to Buenos Aires.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Working on the clearance. That's a little bit on the low side there, guys, on that volume, isn't it? I think it's on the headset, COM 1. A little bit more. Let me set some of these other volumes up here, bring you guys along for the ride here. All right, Microsoft Flight Simulator.
FedEx 120.
I stopped on them. Okay, 123 heavy. Iziza, Elvay, the climb 7,000, expected FedEx 123 heavy, cleared to Aziza, radar vectors Elvay, then as filed, climb maintain 7,000, expect 30010 minutes after departure R1276, squawk 1543. And we'd like to depart on 22 right, please. We can't do 11 this heavy.
FedEx 123 heavy, read back correct.
Okay, so, and FedEx 123 heavy, unable runway 11, sir, we're going to need runway 22 right.
FedEx 123 heavy, runway 22 is available. Cleared to Aziza via runway 22, radar vectors Elvay, then as filed. Climb and maintain 7,000, expect flight level 300, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.6E, squawk 1543.
Okay, FedEx 123 heavy is cleared to Aziza via runway 22, radar vectors Elvay, then as filed, climb maintain 7,000, expect flight level 300, 10 minutes after departure. Departure freq 127.6, squawk 1543.
FedEx 123 heavy, read back correct.
All right, guys, let's put 7,000. I don't have any Logitech panels hooked up or any Stream Decks. I'm going to be just using the TFDi controls here. Try to do that on all these things, all these videos, so that you have a realistic representation. Runway heading's about, what, 220? Usually they give you 220 heading. You see here. It's 219, but we'll put 219 for now. 219. Okay, so that's good. 7,000, 1543. 1543, I'll turn that on. And I think I'll spin this over to TARA. We'll be all ready to go. We're not going to set up the box here. All's good. Let me go up here. And let's do the overhead. Well, let's finish up the box first. How's that? Runway 22 right. We're going to plan on 22 right. Newark 5, which is basically runway heading, and 7,000. Transition none. Put that in there, and there you go. That looks good. Elvay. Let me put up the flight plan here as we go. Elvay neck. And we just go ahead and check this all the way down to Newark, guys. All right, and we put in the arrival. And we get down there, lots of points. It's one of the more exhausting parts of the program, and you had to do that. So now let's go to the box, and we'll get the performance, Newark, 22 right. We'll use full length, get the weather information, takeoff weight, get takeoff weight, specific flaps 15, love this stuff, impacts on, and calculate it. 190, look at that, 226. We also going to be, our clean and maneuver is going to be really high. So we're going to have to tell them we're going to need a higher speed. Flex temp's 29, pretty close to max takeoff weight, isn't it? Because really the takeoff weight out there is 22, so not much of a flex temp. 15, packs on, and 0/0. And what did I say? It was 22. What a memory, 22 Celsius. Warm day here for middle of April, end of April, 22 Celsius. And 15, 17 on the engine, on the Excel altitude. That's a European climates there. 170, 83, and 90. They're all in pink. 170, 183, 190. Close enough. Looks good. Looks good state. Looks good options. All set. Behavior. Got everything set. Comms, performance. Good. Go through here and check all that, guys. Performance and services. Let's get rid of all this stuff is off. GPU is disconnected. Should be ready to go. They're ready to go outside. Do the overhead and get the heck out of here. Let's go. Go ahead and do it real quick. Got this down, don't I? As I mentioned, I was part of the development team. They're the development team. I was just the one of the grunts doing the flight testing. But I was valuable in terms of having been on the airplane, being an experienced airline pilot. But most of the work is done by the developers, quite honestly. Okay, you can see how they fill it up. It's a good example here. You've got they fill up the main tanks, then they fill up the center with 3 main tanks. Center tank's bigger, so it gets filled up. It's better to look and take a look here on the fuel page. See it a lot better here. See the main tanks, they fill them up all 3 evenly, then the center tank completes its fill up. It's a bigger tank. Then the upper aux, and then the lower aux in the trim tank. So we have another 15,000 pounds or so we could have used. When you do the overhead, you hold it. You get 52.4 on the fuel, 10.5 in each tank. There it is. And so it starts off on 1.8, then 10.5, look for 52.4 in the fuel. Dumping manifold is closed, smoking's on, seatbelt's on. Have a crew chief on these long flights, I'm sure. All these lights are off. Up here we did the fire test, flap override, so it's GPS train override. That all works on this airplane, by the way, guys. You can see if you want to watch the hydraulic test, it's going through its gyrations there. I'll show you that. Very cool. See how it's pressurized and everything? They've done everything. And the GPS, the TFDi has done all that. I was right there when they were doing it. They're pretty brilliant. A defog light is off. I'm going to take that. CFD's on. Engine and wing. Not going to need it today. Annunciator test. You wouldn't believe how hard this is to make this work. They did it. No burnt out light bulbs. Fuel used. Reset that. Make sure the max pointers are good first. Come to the glare shield pin. This is the flight glare shield control panel. This is the EIS flight control panel. EIS flight control panel. The whole thing is glare shield control panel. Look down here. I'm going to turn on the traffic, data, and some guys like to wear at the airports. I find it gets a little bit crowded, but we'll put that in there. Airports. Something I did forget noticing right away. I forgot the emergency lights on. That's good. Coming across the top, we've got. I'm going to go all the way down to the minimum range for the engine out possibility. 220 on the heading. It's actually 219. I said right. 219, 7,000 is the altitude they gave us. Lights are out. All the lighting is up. Gear handles down. Altimeters are all set. 3020. Caged and adjusted. Check number 1.
Stabilizer. Full lap. Flat. Brake.
Okay, then 2 and 3 together.
Stabilizer. Full lap. Flat.
Okay, pretty much ready to push back, so I'm going to go to the overhead. And we do have checklist guides available if you want to use them. I'll show them to you here. Close that one out. And I have these all available on my website. Go join my Discord. Got to accept the terms. And with that, you can get the checklist. Go into the MD-11 section. Normal procedures checklist here. You can see that 5 minutes prior, seatbelt sign on, status page check, oxygen hydraulic pump, beacon, nav light, engine ignition. FMS checklist is there. Emergency procedures checklist. Really proud of these guys. These are not TFDi checklists. They have their own, and these are just mine. They have nothing to do with these guys. They are much more careful about plagiarism and liabilities with that stuff as it goes. My system interactive tool, something I'm really proud of. You can go any panel, and it's either myself or my own explanation, or those of the UPS pilots, which I give full credit to, fully footnoted. Get a great systems review, everything you ever wanted. It's not. This website is no longer upkept. It's public domain. You can go on there, or you can use my downloads of it. Guys are awesome. They're very cooperative. Like to go here, I made up some things, how to manipulate the flight control panel, and just go back to home, and so forth. Another thing that I really like, flight training manual. If you had to do a go-round, let's say how you do that. Here's a summary, the litany actions, the go-round, table of contents, anything you want to do. Flying a Cat 1, flying a Cat 3, anything you want. Engine failure, go-round actions. Here we go. All this stuff. I'm real proud of that. And here's the holding. Anything you want to know about holding, MD-11 and the holding page is all right there. Those are all free. If you go to the Discord, join the Discord, please participate. Please subscribe, guys, and like the video. I would really appreciate it. I do this as a hobby. That's all it is, my way of giving back to the aviation community in retirement. If you want to know about my retirement, on my home page, on my YouTube page, there is a video of my retirement flight to Paris with my incredible wife. Why is this a little bit, needs to be a little bit more over here. Yeah, let's go a little more, maybe a tiny bit more. There we go. I think I'll go with that. Control Alt 1, reset that view. Here are my views I have preset. Yep, you can see right there, EFB, and that's just my taxi view. Anyway, now you know everything I do. Let's go ahead and say intentions. Let's go to ground. Newark ground, FedEx 123, like to push back, start engines for runway 22.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Newark Liberty International Airport ground, pushback and start approved, tail southwest.
Push and start approved, tail southwest, FedEx 123 Heavy. All right, oxygen hydraulic pumps on, just as I mentioned, beacon is on, and ignition is ready. Push back, nose to the left. Here we go.
Release parking brakes.
Sure.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, clear to start. Start number 3 first. As I mentioned in my other videos, I'm really proud of TFDi. This is the air page. You can see with the start valve, it didn't open. Why didn't it open? Because I don't have the APU air on. The APU air is now on. Now we can come down here. Start valve is open. You can see that the pressure actually drops from, let me get that up there first. Hold on just a second, guys. APU air is on. Start it over again. Try this one more time. I'm proud of them. They're not so proud of me. There you go. 34. Drop down to 26 with it open. You want a minimum of 25 when it's open. They've modeled all this stuff, guys. Most guys don't take the opportunity to do that. And you can see the oil gulp. See how it went from 22 down to 19. We're above 15. bring the start valve up, the fuel lever up, and it's starting. I wonder what what's the stab trim supposed to be? 9.0. Yeah,
Ground Lindbergh 4188, taxi to the ramp. Lindbergh 4188, taxi to parking via Romeo Yankee, Romeo Mike. Romeo Yankee, Romeo Mike, Lindbergh 4188.
Cherokee 315, X-ray Papa taxi to holding point Alpha 2 via taxiways Bravo and Alpha.
Taxiing to holding point
Right,
Alpha 2
start
via
valve's
Bravo and
closed.
Alpha Cherokee 315, X-ray Papa.
Start valve's open. Remember, we checked the air. We need with that start valve open, a minimum of 25, which we have. Engine, oil pressure. I know they want me to do this. Oil pressure's good. We're above 15. Bring up the fuel lever. Set the parking brakes for these kids.
Waiting your confirmations for a good engine start.
Let them go away.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
I love this plane, man. All right, at 45, you'll notice that the ignition's going to go off. And start valves in.
Unlocking gear.
Okay, we'll do number 2. Start valves open. Looking for oil pressure rise. There it is. See the oil belt?
Disconnected.
Comes down around 5 or 6
Bypass pin
quarts.
removed.
That's very accurate. Very accurate.
Left is clear.
Most
Right is clear.
guys don't simulate the bleed pressure. They don't simulate, most mods, they don't simulate the oil quantity gulps. Things we're looking for as pilots.
Ground, United 1184, taxi to parking. United 1184, taxi to parking via Victor, cross
25
runway
seconds
4
to
left,
get
then
ignition.
Alpha 12, Foxtrot 2. Victor, cross runway 4 left, then Alpha 12, Foxtrot 2, United 1184.
Maybe a little loud, right, guys? Maybe Captain Marvel. One down a little bit. Something I did do, I'll have to show you that 45% stop valve's good. Looks they're out there. Flash the taxi light at them. They're gone. And APU bleed is off. Turn that off. Ignition we can kill. I think we will probably take off with some ignition on.
Ground United
Go flaps 15.
to parking.
United
Versus
2107, taxi to parking via Victor, cross runway 4 left, then Alpha Romeo Delta.
Yeah, so that volume
Victor,
is
cross
where
runway
it
4
is.
left, then Alpha Romeo Delta.
Let me go.
United 2107.
Beyond ATC might be a little loud.
5 Kilo Alpha hold, short of taxiway Charlie, waiting for clearance.
Holding short of taxiway.
Say intentions. Oh man, I'm so sorry.
Kilo Alpha.
Let's try it on 84%. Something I've been trying to get a hold of is my outside volume. I'll show you what I did there. Flight controls. And as fuel, you guys don't need to look at that again. Here we go. Flaps should be at 15 or 14. That's better. Let's try the rudders. We'll try the ailerons, spoilers, try the elevators. While we're here, why don't we go inside? Put the TO here, we'll arm the spoilers. We got, if I release the brakes, you'll see we have green box there. Brakes are still parked. Okay, after start checklist, you want to look at that. On my little handy dandy, after start engine ice, APU, flaps set, big page set, flight controls check, stab trim check, and should be good. Let's take a look at our plan here. We are here at FedEx ramp, just push back. We're going to try to go to 22 right, somewhere up this way. We'll see what they give us here. FedEx 123 heavy taxi.
FedEx 123 Heavy, pushback and start approved, tail northwest.
And FedEx 123 Heavy, we're ready to taxi.
FedEx 123 Heavy, taxi to runway 11 via Alpha Alpha, Alpha, Sierra, Bravo, Romeo Mike, Whiskey 1.
Okay, unable runway 11, due to takeoff weight. FedEx 123 requesting runway 22 right. That's what I love about Beyond ATC. 11 guys at 6,000 foot runway.
FedEx 123 Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right via Alpha Alpha, Alpha, Sierra, Bravo, Romeo Mike, Whiskey 1.
There's a 333 Lima Juliet, taxi to runway 27 via taxiways Golf and Hotel.
Okay, FedEx 123 Heavy, taxi to runway 22 right. Alpha Alpha, Alpha, Sierra, Bravo, Romeo Mike, Whiskey 1. Okay, so let me do this. Alpha Alpha, Alpha. Sierra, Bravo, Romeo Mike. What a memory, guys. Sierra. Alpha, Sierra, it's up here. Sierra. Bravo, Romeo, Mike. Looks like they want us to go off on the intersection departure here. Yeah. So Alpha, basically Alpha to Mike. Let's do that. Just do that, kids. Right, clear left, clear right, stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight. Let's go outside. Looking good. Back inside. Taxi lights on. And let's go to Buenos Aires, get ourselves a steak. Parking brakes are off, green box. Steak, nice bottle of wine. Call it a night. Yeah, I do miss certain layovers. What I don't miss is getting there. Getting there, being up all night. Man, I don't miss that. Being perpetually tired. The first day that you feel good, it's time to go home. Time to go back to work, rather. Pretty cool. I love this flight sim stuff, guys. This is Alpha here. Come back in before I miss it. Now, we did have that takeoff weight. We'll be below that. We always want to make sure you're below max ramp weight before you taxi. That's a no-no. This is Alpha. Beautiful. Look at this place.
Learjet 333 Lima Juliet, hold short of taxiway Alpha, awaiting further instructions.
Okay, come back inside. Checklist.
333 Lima Juliet.
I'll move this off to the side here so we all can enjoy the checklist. For takeoff, clear shield control panel. So we got 250. We'll go ahead and do profile. It's not going to be nav, it's going to be heading. So profile is armed. You can arm the autoflight now. At American, I do believe we used to go on the runway, bring the power above 70% in autoflight. Because if you click autoflight now, you'll see this box disappear. But if you would ever go above 70%, what happens? That's like hitting toga. So we didn't do that. I did it now just for your viewing pleasure. But we usually waited till we get on the runway, brought it above 70, just in case you had a tight turn. You're doing differential thrust and brought one engine up accidentally up above 70%, and you basically toga yourself off the runway. There's a nice truck out here coming our way. Hopefully he gives way to us. For takeoff, anti-ice is off, stab trim set in green band. We did that. Spoilers and brakes armed in TO, flaps and slat. TPS calls for 15, hails 15, gauge for 15, set for takeoff. Takeoff data and bugs. We came in below. Weights, winds, and temperatures checked. Zero fuel weights updated. EAD is checked. PA and chimes complete. We'll get the lights in just a minute. And this little fella probably needs to go. Probably needs to go. Get out of the way. You're not. Don't be afraid, guys. That a boy. That a boy. How'd that work out? Yeah, okay. He did it. God bless him. How about you? Are you going to get out of the way too? There you go. I don't think that worked out as well for you. Yeah, he made it. All right. Bunch of daredevils. Let's hope this little fella gets out of the way. Now, I do not have FSTL going here. Beyond ATC, I mean, my goodness, say intentions is working. Why don't we go? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. That was very polite of him. Very polite. Yeah, I don't have live traffic on or anything. I don't have FSTL up and running. So this is all beyond ATC. Say intentions. If I get that wrong again, you can see I am a partner in this program. It's a preview. Traffic density is what it is. But we are not supposed to be operating anything, so I'm not. Experimental speeds, by they're all off.
Cherokee Tree 15 X-ray Papa, proceed to holding point Alpha 2 via taxiway Bravo.
Proceeding to holding point Alpha 2 via Bravo, Cherokee Tree 15 X-ray Papa.
I don't think I had this operating. Yeah, I don't think I did. When I had that off, traffic off. Anyway, I'm not supposed to be previewing because it's just in the alpha stage. This is a fantastic program. I love the AI on it. Here we are. Going up to Mike for intersection takeoff. What you do in reality, that's a couple of thousand feet down the runway. You can go over to your EFB, go to perf, change this to 9,000. We'll say 9,000. The truth is, you would use, there it is. You would use the full length. And the numbers pretty much stayed the same here. The guy disappeared too. All right, Mike is our third right. 2-3, I believe it's this one up here. Yeah, it's Lima. Yeah, it's Lima. Mike. Mike right here. That's Yankee. Okay. Up here and hold short. With the flight attendants prepared for, well, crew prepared for takeoff. There's 22 right. Hold short right up here. And FedEx 123 Heavy's holding short at 22 right. Like to contact tower. Green circle
FedEx
going on.
123 Heavy, contact tower on 118.3.
18-3 FedEx 123 Heavy. Newark Tower FedEx 123 Heavy is ready for takeoff for 22 right.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Newark Liberty International Airport Tower, runway 22 right, winds 155 at 7. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff 22 right. And the heading on takeoff is 155 FedEx 123 Heavy. No, runway heading, sorry. What a mine, guys. I'm so embarrassed. Let me go up here and do this. thing I retired. There we go, lights are on. They're chimed. Yeah, there we go, that's my taxi view. Turn it around here. Looking good. Nose wheel is right where that is, right there. The speed tape, go up above 70%. It'll go to toga, it'll be an auto flight arm, be profile and heading select. It said runway heading, which is 219. Here we go, thrust is set. We're looking for takeoff clamp here around 100 knots. There it is. Takeoff clamp came in at 80. You want to rotate it way up here. We are heavy. I'm getting scared, a little bit scared. Let's rotate. Positive brake, gear up.
Stabilizer motion.
And runway heading select. Here we go, we're heading select and profile. All right, guys. Let's say where you lost the number one engine. Oh, all right, clear Mayday and runway heading, please. Right rudder and FedEx 123 heavy on departure leg. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. FedEx 123 heavy, contact departure.
For departure.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't
And
sink.
flaps up.
Don't sink.
Get slats out. And departure FedEx 123 heavy, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Newark Liberty departure, radar contact, cleared direct LV, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Direct LV, flight level 190, and FedEx 123 heavy, like to declare a Mayday, sir. Return to Newark.
Diamond 786, Juliet Kilo, climb to 5,500, contact center on 124.7.
Not accelerating, guys.
Switching to 124.7.
Wonder if we can dump fuel. Let's see if it works here. It's on.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Mayday acknowledged. Turn left heading 040, descend and maintain 3,000. Expect vectors for Newark Liberty International.
Hey, FedEx 123, climb and maintain 3,000 feet, left 040. 3,000, guys. Put that in here. 3,000.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact Kennedy departure on 125.7.
125.7, FedEx 123 heavy. And let me get the heading over there before we do that, guys. They had us go all the way to 040, which is basically a downwind. I'm not in a big hurry to get there. We are heavy. We are dumping fuel too, by the way. Don't want to bring those slats up because we're below clean min maneuver, which I think is up around 280 because we're so heavy. And there's our heading. Let's roll it out. All right, let's get the autopilot on. I'm gonna go autopilot on. I'm gonna bring the speed back to 250.
FedEx 123 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Indicated departure FedEx 123 Heavy, Mayday aircraft climbing to 3,000 at 050, like to vectors ILS to runway 22 right.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Kennedy departure. Good afternoon, Linden, altimeter 30.18.
And 3018 and Lake Vectors ILS 22 right at Newark for FedEx 123 Heavy. Okay, guys, let's go in here and knit. KEWR.
786 Juliet Kilo, climb to 5,500, contact center
KEWR.
124.7.
5,500, switching to
Here we are.
124.778, Juliet Kilo.
Flight plan. This one. That one. ILS 22 right. Pattern. Insert. FedEx 123 Heavy request. Got the fuels going here, guys. Kind of fun, right? Fuel dump is on. Kennedy FedEx 123 Heavy. Okay, engine failure checklist, guys. We do have a checklist for that. Oh, hey, that's not it. It's right here. Engine failure, fire, throttle, affected engine, fuel switch, fuel handle, agent if necessary. Fire sector handle. Got this one. I'm going to turn off the auto throttles. Bring this back. Fuel switch is off. That's good. Go to the overhead, start the APU, get that started.
FedEx 123 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Let's go to tower. Guys, they're not listening to us. Newark Tower, FedEx 123 Heavy. And Newark Tower, FedEx 123 Heavy request.
FedEx 123 Heavy, Newark Liberty International Airport Tower, cleared for takeoff.
And FedEx 123 Heavy, negative. We're requesting the ILS 22 right.
FedEx 123 Heavy, go ahead with your request.
FedEx 123 Heavy is a Mayday aircraft requesting ILS 22 right at Newark. And a Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
FedEx 123 Heavy, cleared for ILS approach, runway 22 right, declare emergency and...
Yeah, cleared the ILS 22 right, but FedEx 123 Heavy. Yeah, we've had an engine failure on a number one engine. We'd like to return to Newark for the ILS 22 right.
FedEx 123 Heavy, expect the ILS approach for runway 22 right.
We'll expect 22 right, FedEx 123 Heavy. All right, guys, so...
FedEx 123 Heavy, cleared for ILS 22 right approach. Return to Newark approved. Expect vectors for ILS 22 right.
Return to Newark approved. Clear the ILS 22 right. FedEx 123 Heavy. Kind of losing some speed here, guys. With that heavy, I don't know if the fuel dump is really working. Yeah, we're down to 170, so it's spitting a bunch of fuel out. I wonder if you can see it out there. That would be really cool. Not sure you can. Let's go out there and take a look.
FedEx 123 Heavy, contact departure.
Bit confused, guys.
United 135, contact ground on 121.8.
All right, guys, why don't we just go directly
Switching
to
to ground,
the
United
marker
135.
3000. That would be Agnes for the box. Direct to Agnes. Watching the speed, it's starting to get down a little bit there. Direct Agnes. Nav.
JetBlue 761, hold short of runway 31.
I know what happened, guys. My fault. I turned off the auto throttles in order to get the number one throttle back, and it shut it off. So let me see here. Go this. Auto throttles are back on. Auto flight's on. There we go. All right. That's my fault. Totally my mess. So let's take a look at the ILS here. We should probably look at our box. We are dumping a lot of fuel here. Database, least of our worries, right? I'm going to go direct again. Agnes, 3000. Looks good. That looks good. There we go. It's coming back up. Speed's coming up nicely. One more time. This is the manual. We are fuel dumping. We're down to 158. We started off at 215, so we're getting down there. So 158. What is our fuel our weight right now? It is flaps 50. We're gonna go. Let me turn my mother off here.
Citation 433 Mike Whiskey, hold short of runway 20 traffic on final. Holding short of runway 20, citation 433 Mike Whiskey.
Okay, 174, about 180 here. We're going to probably have to come in with flaps 35. I don't think we're going to be able to get down to, let's go flaps 35. Try that. And we'll get the speed back a little here. Get the slots extended. And we can go flaps 15, we're below 255, which we are. Go flaps 15. I'll get the auto approach land is armed. And Newark Tower, FedEx 123 Heavy emergency aircraft is on final for 22 right. Mayday aircraft.
FedEx 123 Heavy, traffic at your 12 o'clock, 2 miles at 3500 Airbus. FedEx 123 Heavy, landing clearance canceled. Execute missed approach procedure. Contact departure on 119.9er.
And FedEx 123, negative, sir. We are Mayday aircraft. We are like traffic priority for landing. We are Mayday aircraft with an engine failure.
Adjust vertical.
Blue Streak 5180, hold short of runway 34.
Let's see what he does, guys. Try to
FedEx
get some
123 Heavy, emergency aircraft, you have traffic priority. Cleared for ILS approach runway 22 right. Winds 140 at 6.
Okay, for the ILS 22 right, FedEx 123. Below 190 for flaps 35. Can't quite get there. There we go. That guy's going around. That's more like
FedEx
it, right?
123 Heavy, cleared for ILS approach runway 22 right. Winds 140 at 6.
Play for the ILS 22 right, FedEx 123 Heavy.
185 short of runway 22 right.
Up 35, 179. We'll just fly this, guys. Let's just take a quick look at our EFD here. This is so much fun. So much fun. Newark. AEWR. Probably can't do it here. Anyway, we'll just get it stopped. And FedEx 123 Heavy will need the emergency vehicles to meet the aircraft. All right, let's stop dumping fuel, guys.
Stabilizer motion.
All right.
Skyhawk 90001 Bravo, extend upwind aisle, call your crosswind. Extending upwind, awaiting crosswind call, Skyhawk 90001 Bravo.
And spoilers are on. And gears down. Flaps to 35. And we should have a green box. We don't because it doesn't know where we're going. But autopilot's coming off.
1000.
This is fun. You didn't really think I was going to fly to Buenos Aires and get the steak, did you? Autopilot's off, guys. Plan on stopping straight ahead. Possibility of hot brakes is very high. Yeah, guys, I could have flown around a long time and dumping fuel because it's just a simple engine failure. We're making a video here, but yes, unless it was like a cargo fire, we can
FedEx
fire out
123 Heavy, traffic at your 12 o'clock, 2 miles, same altitude, type unknown.
inside FedEx 123 Heavy. We're about to land.
Approaching minimum.
There it is. Looking good.
FedEx 123 Heavy, roger, emergency vehicles will be standing by upon landing.
Thanks.
15
get 2 in reverse anyway. Who doesn't want to go to reverse? Doesn't want to go off here, guys. Engines shut down. Just another simism. Another day in the neighborhood.
Stabilizer.
Yeah, we got it done, right? Kidding me?
FedEx 123 Heavy, welcome to Newark Liberty. Contact ground on 121.8.
Thanks a lot. FedEx 123 Heavy. All right, guys, we would just stop here and have him do it. And I think that's it. Let's just do the parking brakes. Maybe that'll work.
FedEx 123 Heavy, roger, taxi to North Cargo Ramp 2 via Alpha 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 Sierra, cross runway 29er, then Zulu 6. Good day.
Good day, FedEx 123 Heavy. Little simism, guys. Wouldn't come out of reverse. Wouldn't come out of max power, even though we're landing. So, all right. Get the employee parking lot. Get to see that. Yep.
64 Foxtrot Alpha 2, turn left, heading 180, contact departure.
Here we go. Get on the crew bus.
Left to 180, contacting departure, Bonanza
Nice.
64 Foxtrot Alpha 2.
Kind of this slow roll. Maybe the bus will stop us. Hey. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Hey. That was fun. That was a blast. Employee parking lot right there. Been there 1,000 times. All right, Father Time's out. Good time was had by all, I think, right? See you guys.